through time.
Shit.
The thunder's home distorts you.
That's Dylan. Can you hear me? Oh, come on, Dylan. I'm here. I found you.
The way you've always been in there. You want this to be true.
Do you know who I am? Oh, you know me. Say it.
You are Dylan Faden's sister.
He's
That's
talking
not even
in third
Dylan.
person. Always a good sign. Do you know who you are?
Not Dylan. Trench and Darling made sure of that. I'm P6. P6. But I'm better now. The hiss made me better. Push the fingers through the surface into the wet. You've always been the new you. You want this
Can you
to
stop
be
that?
true.
Please. Not exactly the reunion I'd hoped for.
It feels good to say those words. I want to say them. They sound good. They make me feel good. Don't you want to say them too?
No. Fuck off, no. You need to help me get this thing out of his head. If he is still in there, if there is anything left, you have to help me.
You came in through the hole in you. We let you in. You've always been here. The only true. A copy of a copy of a copy of a copy.
Stop it!
Orange peel.
Shit. Shit. He can see you. This is not safe.
We found Polaris together with my sister when we were very small, in Ordinary, in the desert, through the door opened up by the slide projector. But she didn't help when Trench took me away. She didn't give me any powers. All the powers are my own powers. She didn't help when they locked me up for years. After the song time for applause, we build you till nothing remains. The egg cracks and the truth will emerge out of you. You are home. The Bureau brought the slide projector back here with me. And the Bureau did what the Bureau does. They used it. And they found... They opened the door up to the hiss. That's the only thing I can thank them for.
There. There it is. We stopped the Altered World event in Ordinary when we shut down the slide projector. And now the projector's here.
An earworm is a tune you can't stop humming in a dream. Baby, 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 yeah. Just plastic. So safe. Nothing to worry about. Funny. I welcomed the hiss. I let it in. To get rid of her. The hiss set me free. Polaris is using you. The Bureau is using you.
That's what I'm saying.
You are a puppet. You can almost hear our words, but you forget.
If we shut off the slide projector, maybe that will stop the hiss.
Your regulations.
Maybe it's not too late for my brother.
You must see the truth for yourself, Jessie. Sister. The horrible truth about the Bureau. The hiss is the better option. Go to the Prime Candidate program in the containment sector. I have the keycard to get you there. Salvador wanted me to have it.
Wanted? Bullshit. I saw what the hiss did to Salvador. What it turned him into. Okay, Dylan. I'll go. I want to see the truth for myself. I'll go. But only to look for the slide projector. You can help me. We can end this.
You are a worm through time. You are a worm through time. The thunder's home to
Find the Prime Candidate program. And, but yeah, so, Jesse, if I were you, I would actually listen to what he's saying, because as much full of shit as he seems, he's not really full of shit. He actually wants the hiss to be there. Because, I get, like, the hiss, okay, the hiss is fucking with the FBC, because the FBC is the hiss is at war with the FBC. Like, I don't know. Just gotta...
If Trench was still around, he'd have stopped this.
Please. Trench was part of the same shadowy group that are responsible for every disaster this country's ever seen.
Yeah, just saying, Jesse, if I were you, I would be listening to Dylan. I believe that the FBC are the bad guys. I mean, it explains why they made her the director for no reason. Just thought I'd show what's going on here.
Mark Gibson, male, age 28, returned from the astral plane approximately 13 minutes ago. This was his 21st dive. The patient is experiencing migraine-like pain, intense pressure behind the eyes, and partial blindness. He has no recollection of his time in the astral plane and appears severely disoriented. Preliminary examination revealed no immediate cause, so we will be sending patient for x-rays and... What the fuck is that thing? Got it burst right out of him. Call Black! Get Marshall!
Not smart, are you? Oh. Okay, I see. Those assholes like 3 fucking times, so I was just gonna say fuck it and just go past them, but they didn't appear in that all the 4th. I don't get it. I don't want to fight you. Fuck off, please. Oh, yep, there we go. Prime candidate program. Really? You're gonna fucking chase me down after I don't want to fight you?
The Bureau needs a director. Our future. P6 and P7.
Oh? If Jesse is actually P7, I'm gonna laugh my ass off. Okay, is it just me or are my fucking gun bullets a lot weaker than they used to be? Oh, that's why. That ass wipe. Come on. That's why. There we go. Oh, okay. So now it's finally done.
I wish things had gone differently and ordinary for us. But wishing won't change things. Finding the projector will.
So much coming together in this one case. A new object of power, something we have not seen before. I mean, coming from me, that's saying something. And the boy, Dylan Faden, Prime Candidate 6. And the sister as well. once we catch up with her, but the point,
Yep.
so much potential. We're talking Northmore level readings here. And I don't want to invoke his name.
You already did.
Completely different circumstances here. What's wrong?
Yeah, we know. You have a hard-on for him. Transcript of conversation for review by Dr. Darlow. But during that cutscene where he was in the cell, I was actually going to have a theory that that wasn't even actually Dylan, but they kind of destroyed that theory during the cutscene. Note, subject was alone during this outburst. You again. I thought I told you to leave me alone. Why are you showing me this? I can't do anything. Can't you see where I am? Why don't you help me get the fuck out of here? You always show me things I can't do anything about. Stop showing me her. I don't care anymore. And I don't care about you. You both left me here to rot. I thought this was Dr. Darling. I was like, this real, okay, wait. But this is only showing Dylan Faden's part of it. Okay, hold up. Stop showing me her. You both left me here to rot. Fuck off, you bitch. I will dig out my own brains if it means getting rid of you. I don't want you here. Get the fucking message. Subject repeated the phrase fuck off numerous times before being sedated at 17:53.
Yes.
I take it that means he wants you to fuck the fuck off. And fracture of the 3rd and 10th. Okay, I don't care. It's a bunch of it's shit. Like it's bad shit. There we go. Dylan, I love Pope though. Dylan's such a hostile guy. Don't trust him. Leave him alone. And then he gets there and they can just easily restrain him and seal him away. Makes a lot of sense. P7, this is Jesse, right?
What Dylan wanted me to see. It
Yep.
doesn't matter. We need to find that projector.
Doesn't matter. This is you. Look at that. They're tracking your movements. Jesse Faden, you're not concerned for this? They're tracking your fucking movements and you don't give a fuck? Okay, the fact that she is discounting this tells me that my theory is true.
All the times I felt paranoid. I
Because
was
you
right.
fucking were.
The Bureau could have given me the answers, but they just stood by and watched me.
Yeah. Yeah, imagine that. You still think they're on your side now? Okay, this is just giving more and more vindication to my Shutter Island theory. Like, straight up. Of course they made you the goddamn director. Here's my issue with... Okay, Jessie is not like Alan Wake. She is not a fucking asshole who's unlikable. Here's my thing with Jessie. She doesn't ask any questions ever that any normal person would ask. And I feel like it's because the plot has to happen. But if requiring somebody to not ask obvious questions, if that's required for the plot to work, then the plot doesn't work. Just gotta say. They make her the director for basically no reason, which I pointed out a long time ago. She doesn't question shit. Who the fuck's P7? Oh, I bet he wanted me to see P7. Yeah, he did. So that's a very good reason for you to want to investigate this shit. But no, you just don't question shit about it. Okay. Jesse, either you're honestly kind of dumb to some degree because you don't ask obvious fucking... Okay. Any normal person, right? Now, I get that she has Polaris and all that. But, okay, so if any random person, right? Let's say you're some jerk off working out on a Walmart or something, right? If you get a fucking phone call for some random number, a lot of people don't even answer the phone for random numbers, but let's say you get okay, I don't have social media, so this one wouldn't be for me, but let's say you get a message on Facebook from some random cocksucker saying, hey, you just won $1 billion. Would you not be suspicious? Or to give a better analogy, if you're watching the news, no matter whatever your news of choice is, whether it's Fox, CNN, MSNBC, Cocksuckers Network, whatever it may be, like if you're watching the news and they're like, oh, insert your name, has just been elected president of the United States, even though that's not how this works, right? Like, just out of nowhere, you weren't even on the ballot. Like, let's just say you get president of the United States, and the person's like, oh shit, I'm president of motherfucking United States. Like, would you not find that fishy? I sure as fuck would. Al? Oh. Candidate P motherfucking 7. Let me guess. Let me fucking guess. That's a white/gray fucking outfit, just like Dylan was wearing, but with P7 written on it in red. Let me fucking guess. But Jesse doesn't question shit about shit. Transit Corridor South. I fucking bet you. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. So this plot is getting more interesting, but its own interestingness is wearing itself out. Well, not wearing itself out. Wearing itself out is not the right word. It's dumbing itself down because Jesse isn't paying attention to the obvious shit.
We used to play there all the time. Me and Dylan. And other kids as well.
Ah, they're taking your therapy files.
We loved it. This time, I remember, was different. We found a way in, deeper into it, like it had shifted. We went inside, and that's where we found the slide projector.
A dump is a place for lost things. Things that have been thrown away. Did you ever feel that way when you were growing up, Jesse?
What? No. Yes, but that has nothing to do with...
Was there a slide projector at your home when you were small?
No.
Those were before your time, I suppose.
Not really. Those aren't that new.
You did look at
Or
photos
old.
together, maybe. In one form or the other?
Maybe.
When was this? Can you remember? At parties? Barbecues? How did it make you feel? Did your parents ever show pictures that embarrassed you? Was alcohol ever involved at these parties? Did your parents drink? Did that make you uncomfortable?
No.
Can
That's
you
just
let her
stupid.
answer a
Come on.
fucking question?
That has nothing to do with this. Nothing.
The slide projector, let me ask you this. As a child, did you ever fantasize about worlds inside pictures? Inside a painting? You know, stepping into a painting, into a hidden world, escaping and finding adventure there, away from your parents.
I don't think so. I don't remember. Maybe. I don't know.
Okay, for anybody who's never been to therapy before, I'll admit this. I have been to therapy before on 2 separate occasions for 2 different things. If you have a psychiatrist that acts like that one just did, find a new one. Because here's the thing. Here's the thing. That's a shitty psychiatrist. And I know that she probably worked for the FBC and that's what they're supposed to do. But like realistically though, find a new one. Because that's not how that works, right? Okay. For anybody who's never been to therapy before, it helps you work through your problems by talking it out. That's like the gist of it. What that psychiatrist was just not doing was asking Jesse, I don't know what the word is, grandstanding? That's not the word, but it's like the first word that comes to mind is offensive, but people always think of offensive as in, saying something stupid. But like she's asking her questions that she shouldn't be asking, looking for certain answers. If you have a psychiatrist looking for certain answers, that's just a bad deal. Like, because like they're trying to bend what your mindset is a certain way to get answers out of you. That's not how that works. I don't know if I'm making any goddamn sense, but that's not how that works. Like, that's a terrible psychiatrist. Probably for the FBC, but still though. Like, that's not how that works. And Jessie girl, I feel bad for you now, because you had a shitty psychiatrist, but you most likely didn't know it was a shitty psychiatrist. That is not how this shit
Studied what
works.
happened in Ordinary here. That's the place to start looking.
Yep. Hey, asshole. Fuck. I love how there's like a perfectly good thing right there, but she picks up off the floor anyway. Thank you. Oh, he was the last one? Oh, fuck him then. I didn't know he was the last one. I would let him live, but that's just gonna wear off eventually. I see your creepy teeth delivery and raise you a dead dog. What the fuck? Who the fuck starts something like that? Yeah, like a straight up deceased dog. Had a fucking collar on and everything. I've been rotting in that box since they packed it up. Go ahead and imagine how it smells. What the fuck is wrong with you, you sick fucking fuck? What the fuck? Who the fuck? Oh my god, I thought this place looked familiar, and it does. Holosphere, verified soil, leather wallet, cartridge. Oh, I don't give a fuck. Holy shit! I'm not gonna lie, that was a jump scare and a half.
Dylan and I were both prime candidates.
Yep.
Experiments.
Yep.
Very different ones, sure, but
Still are.
both in a cell of some sort. Am I out of the cell now, or
Nope.
is all this, the house and being the director, just another cell?
Yo,
Who's
I
really
swear to...
in charge here?
I swear to fuck. I've never played this game before. But like the hints they gave just led me to these conclusions. See, I just mentioned this like an hour ago, and now Jesse's getting into it. I love how my theories are actually being vindicated. Fuck the bureau alert.
We're going back home.
Yep.
Of course we are. It started there, and it's never gone away.
And I'll tell you another thing too. As far as this mission goes, the name, the face of the enemy, I don't think it's talking about Dylan. I think it's talking about the, because she's figuring all this shit out now, just like I did before her. So I feel like it's actually talking about, the FBC. See? I'm thinking of all this shit before she even does. And guess the fuck why? Because she doesn't answer any fucking questions. Girl, ask some fucking questions and you will find your fucking answers. Even if the motherfuckers don't answer your questions directly, their non-answering of your questions will be all you need to know. Like, if you have a wife and you ask your wife, hey, did you fuck the neighbor last night? And the wife's like, then what the fuck do you think the answer is? Just saying. Alright, let's go find this fucking AWE area. Access the ordinary AWE area by rotating the turntable tracks. Shit. Fuck that! You know, having just played Code Veronica a few months back, this reminds me of that. This turntable thing. That it? Good. Excellent. Alright. How the hell do I...
There's gotta be a way to rotate these tracks.
There
Maybe
is.
there's a control panel nearby.
That's exactly what I was... Well, not exactly, but that's basically what I was thinking. Hit the redo. Fuck. Good. Overgrown door reminds me of The Last of Us. Guess who just had to inspect an inbound delivery like 100 teensy little boxes? Me, that's who. And you know what's inside each one? A single human tooth. Fucking gross. And who the fuck were you telling that to exactly?
It won't rotate. Something's blocking it.
Fuck. Well, the problem isn't down here, so it's gotta be on... Where the fuck? What is it, you fuckers? It is those fuckers!
It won't rotate.
I
Something's
know.
blocking it.
There's shit on the other side. Oh. I assumed it would be to the right or left and you had to guess which one it was, but I guess not. Ordinary. Okay, I love how... Yeah, actually, okay. And I was about to criticize the fact that they have the ordinary AWE as its own sign, but you know what? Like, if Jessie and her brother are such prime candidates, then it actually makes sense that the ordinary AWE would be a very significant thing within the Bureau. So, you know, I'm actually not going to comment on that. At least not as a criticism. Because it makes sense. Motherfucker. Oh, that's some bullshit. Oh, fuck, it's that thing again. Yeah, sorry to say, buddy, but you're only intimidating when you don't know how to beat you. Once you figure that out, you're easy as shit. Sorry to disappoint you on that. Just what it is. So this seems to be one of those games, though, where you have a boss battle, but then, like, after the initial encounter with that enemy, that boss battle, it just becomes a regular enemy. Okay, like, the difficulty with enemies in this game comes from two things. One, quantity of enemies, and two, new enemies. Now, the quantity of enemies always remains as difficult as it should be, which is probably why there's not much of the boss enemies. But the boss enemies are much easier. Like, you'll have an enemy's first encounter, which is a boss encounter, and then you'll learn how to defeat it during that boss encounter to beat it in the first place. And then it's just a normal enemy, because it's, like, not that big of a deal again. Wait, isn't there something down there? Oh, nope. A plane. Or is that a helicopter? I can't tell. Looks like a plane. Yeah, it's a plane. Alright. And there's the other one. Alright, let's get this thing that I'm not... Oh, actually, you know, I'm glad I got that thing. God damn it. What did that do? Whatever. Her gun is no longer in her hand. Search for the slide projector object of power. Oh. Hey, asshole. Oh, he's gonna be hard. Oh, fuck. Okay, so remember those two enemy types I just talked about like 5 minutes ago? Well, I forgot about the third type, which is named assholes. Although named assholes though are basically just boss battles, to be fair. But they don't become normal enemies after. So they are actually their own unique thing. Evacuation order, applying airplane wreckage. Detected. Whatever. Okay. And that's just another one of those things that I'm never going to use. Hey, asshole. The first slide was a room with dirty wallpaper and dolls on a shelf. There were lots of dolls. The house was empty. No one lived there. We played in there a lot. It was our secret playhouse. Ah, from the kids. Notice how none of this is redacted. I went to school with Neil. Some kids called him Nosebleed Neil. It was mean. He had asthma. Tom and his gang Freddy, Hugo, bullied him. Unconfirmed existence of additional slide designated house. So I guess it's going to be item of interest, the house one. I wonder which way to go.
You're listening to America Overnight, celebrating 29 years, shining a light in the shadows. Thanks for staying with us. Here's our first call.
What I'm about to tell you, they found out. I don't know what happened.
Who found out, brother?
The men in the suits. They told me it was an industrial accident. But this is something else. Something nobody talks about. Ordinary.
This certainly doesn't sound very ordinary, Colin.
No, not ordinary. Ordinary. It's a town. And it wasn't an industrial accident. I mean, that's what they said. That's bullshit.
Whoa, please watch the language, caller. It may be 2 a.m., but we're still a family show.
I'm sorry. It's just my brother was there. They said the town was destroyed, but it wasn't. I went there. The people are gone, but the town's there. It's still there.
So the population of an entire town disappears, yet the town remains. Tell me, with the phrase, there is no salvation written anywhere?
I'm not sure.
The same thing happened in Brazil in 23, a village called Fort Verde. More than 600 people just up and left. The government said they were fleeing guerrilla forces, but we know the truth. A mass abduction, as predicted by my regular guest, Dr. Quincy Reagan.
Abduction? You mean aliens? That's bullshit! I know they're lying!
Now I warned you about the language, caller. I'm afraid we're gonna have to cut you off. Good timing, too. It's time for a short break. Hang in there. America Overnight. We'll be right back.
Roanoke was similar to that, actually, in some ways. The men in suits, or I don't know, like, I actually had a comment I was going to give about that, but I actually forgot what it was now. But I'll just give this comic section what it is. Guess who's not a fucking family-friendly fucking show? Fucking me. Nervous caller, you can say bullshit here as much as you want. An AWE occurred in the town of Ordinary, caused by an object of power, the slide projector, discovered by local children at the dump outside of town. When a specific set of slides are used in the projector, the projected images open doorways to other dimensions. Multiple slides were used by the children, resulting in the disappearance of the town's population, adult population. On August 30th, 2002, siblings Dylan Faden, 10 years old, and Jesse Faden, 11 years old, were playing at the local dump when they found a discarded slide projector. A team led by Director Trench and Dr. Darling arrived at the site on September 14th. The AWE had ended, but the team found the Faden children, who led them to the slide projector and the slides, which had been burned with the exception of one. Jesse escaped when agents attempted to detain the pair. In total, 17 surviving individuals were found in the town. All of them were brought in for questioning and tests. Oh yeah, actually here's the one. That reminds me of the comment I was going to make initially. Trying to pin something on an industrial accident where everybody just leaves out of nowhere isn't very smart unless you have an explanation for it. Like, okay, the fact that the nervous caller thought that it was a big deal that the town still stood means that the government or the bureau or whatever didn't make it a big deal that it would still be there, which means that any jerk-off could just drive to that city and call out the bullshit. So that's not very smart. I would call it a realistic thing of just a Bureau oversight, but considering the fact that this part of the Bureau hinges on that, I'm going to refer to it instead as a plot hole.
There is a curious correlation with the yet unknowable forces intruding upon our world in the form of altered world events. These forces gravitate toward archetypal objects, a gun, a television, a supposedly haunted house. So clearly humanity affects this process. Our collective unconscious is a map of sorts. We hold the key, but we don't know how to use it. We create these archetypes through everyday life, popular culture, urban legends, but we are observing and influencing a complicated system in action. We can change the likelihood of something being a receptacle for these forces just by thinking about it. But we haven't found a method to control the outcome. And yet, there's something unique in us, in our dreams, in the conceptual reality with power with our minds. What's the cause and what's the effect? Are we the starting point or just a necessary evil in this? A byproduct, a reflection, a projection? We'll struggle to find the answers to these hard questions. Or do I try?
Alrighty. Jesse and me followed the dung monkeys to the cave. There was a lot of them. More of the kids from town had joined up. It was really scary. Jesse grabbed the projector and we ran as fast as we could. They chased us. I fell and hurt my knee. Jesse tried to help me, but the dung monkeys were coming. They were just about to get us. But then Neil showed up. Neil looked like a dog. Like a melted dog, but I knew it was him. Neil said a lot of times he didn't like being a bully because Tom just beat him up. I think he liked being a dog. The projector wouldn't turn off, so we changed the slide to the hand. I heard her immediately. She promised to help. Jesse said we should call her Polaris. It's because she was doing stars at school. Extrapolated information. Additional slide designated hand is verified and in Bureau position. Unconfirmed Dog Neil. So what, Neil is Polaris? Fuck me.